Trying to fit into one aesthetic is killing your style. In this video, I'm going to do a deep dive into my style streams exercise to help you get closer to defining your style and finding your 3 style roots. My name is Ellie-Jean, I'm a personal stylist, and on this channel, we find our style by finding ourselves.
Floating, weightless, undersea.
Style roots is a system that I came up with when I was doing client packages for the first time and I was doing style recommendations. It's been through various iterations, but the version today is that there are 8 inspirations from nature that we pull from, which I've talked about in other videos. Watch this video if you've got no idea what I'm talking about. I realized that rather people being defined by one word or one aesthetic, like coquette or like academia or old money, we actually, many of these aesthetics are going to hit lots of different kinds of style, and so trying to emulate each one probably is going to feel like putting on a costume rather than honoring you and yourself. So we actually have multiple influences in our style which transcend this idea of aesthetics, and you could pull from each of these aesthetics and actually find outfits which fit your 3 roots and could be in the same person's wardrobe, even though they're technically different aesthetics. Style roots is essentially the way that I define these different through lines, and style streams, which is what I'm going to teach you about today, is the way that I think you should find your style roots and the way that I found my style roots back in the beginning. But before that, I want to talk to you about the Zuvi Halo, which is sponsoring today's video. My hair, although thick and lustrous today, has often had flyaways and felt really, really dry because I dry it at a very high heat. I use a lot of heat products on my hair. I wash it a lot. I dye it blonde. So there's a lot going on to my scalp and my hair. At its worst, I have felt so down about my entire appearance. I think hair plays a huge part of an outfit, more than I think a lot of people realize. Doing your hair, you can almost wear anything and feel a little bit better about yourself, especially if your hair fits like your body type, essence, and all of that. I think it can carry an entire outfit. One of the ways that I am taking care of my hair at the moment is using the Zuvi Halo. It's this amazing new technology to dry your hair that uses infrared or light care technology. This means that there's less heat on your scalp and your hair because it uses the infrared light instead. It also retains the moisture in your hair, so it's honestly an incredible new invention. I was also so impressed and excited at how sleek it looked when I got it out of the box, and it honestly feels like I'm living in the future when I dry my hair now. I definitely noticed a difference in the shine, and I experienced less frizz since using the Zuvi Halo, so I'd really recommend it. All the links are in the description so you can get your hands on one. Thank you so much to Zuvi for sponsoring this video. So first, let's go through the style streams exercise. I want you, just for the minute, to completely forget about style roots if you're familiar with this system. Forget everything you know. Just forget that this is a video that's even connected to style roots and just start from here. What I want you to do is I want you to write a list of words. Really don't think about it too much, kind of like morning pages or blurting. I would suggest somewhere between 20 and 30 words. Too many and you start to feel lost, too little and you're not being creative enough. And I want you to write words for the following things. 1. Your dream self or your best self. Who is she? How would you describe this person? And how would you describe how she dresses? Look at your current wardrobe. How would you describe your favorite pieces in that wardrobe? Feel free to literally pull out pieces from your wardrobe and try and describe them. If you use Pinterest or collect inspiration in other ways, look at your favorite outfits on there and try and describe them. So those 3 things, and I want you to include all kinds of words so they can be like color, vibe, shape, silhouette, and mostly I would say you want to focus on the effect you want to create. So like powerful, feminine, enchanting, that kind of thing. Any word that you're like, that's who I really want to be, that's who I feel like I truly am at the best version of myself. So pause the video, do that. Step 2. Now you want to find similarities between the words in your list. You can use different color highlighters if you like. I think that would be a good way to start. Don't worry too much about getting into 3 groups if you know about my style roots, just any groups that you see. I really, really recommend doing this exercise before we move on to the next section of my video. So even if you don't want to do this right now, pause the video before you watch the second bit, because I think the second bit would influence this exercise. So make sure you do this exercise first. So now you've got them all categorized in highlighters, put them into lists. These are your different streams and they will affect each other. For example, if you have feminine listed in one column and academic in another column, rather than going out and buying a jacket that's academic or a jacket that's feminine, you'd want to find a jacket that is academic with a touch of femininity. So you see how the streams flow into each other to make one river, rather than like a plait where they just overlap one another but nothing you buy connects all these different streams together. So if you look at my original style streams exercise, I would say this isn't representative of where I am with my style today, but it's definitely interesting to look at anyway. This is like a little piece of body and style history. So in one column I had career woman, tailored, mature, luxurious, expensive, sexy, strong, constructed, and empowering. In the next one I had delicate, youthful, feminine, pink, detailed, intricate, vintage, rounded, flowing, Parisian. So you can be as specific as like locations, places as well that really inspire you. Or it could even be books, like if you really like Cicely Mary Barker's Flower Fairies, then you can incorporate that somewhere. So you can literally be as specific as you like. In my third stream, I had elegant, simple, modest, casual, neutrals, classic lines. And in my last stream, I had academic, English/British, and preppy. So you can see how, as well, how important these things are to you by how many things are in each stream as well. So for example, I've got academic and preppy in there, but I wouldn't want my entire wardrobe to be based off that because it's only like a little influence. So today, looking at those streams, my roots would be mountain, flower, mushroom, and then like maybe earth as a fourth one. I know today that everything in that first column is a projection of what I thought I should be and isn't actually really who I am or the way I see myself, and is not me at my best self at all. So obviously you have to do personal work and you develop and you realize who you truly are. It's not that I've changed who I am, I've just kind of got closer to who I really am. So at the end, I'll tell you more about where I think my style streams and style routes are today. On this note, I actually create style packages for my customers based on your style routes, so make sure to head to bodyandstyle.com. Link is in the description and the comments if you want me to make a style package for you. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go through each of the style routes and give you an example of some words in each stream. I want you to see if you can match up your streams with the style routes. Maybe think about, I think one of the tendencies you might have in the style streams exercise to think too specific. So put like vintage and Parisian together, not with flower and delicate, because you see those as different, but they're actually all the same flow. They're all the same inspiration. So think big. And don't worry if yours don't match up exactly with these, they're not going to. I really want it to be your interpretation of that style route. For example, earth has so many different things underneath it. Like earth encapsulates like bohemian styles, it also encapsulates like 70s, also like British, that academic kind of thing. So don't worry if your words don't exactly match up with mine, because it's whatever it means, not whatever it means to you, but what it means to you and how it's going to manifest specifically in your style is the thing you want to focus on. So mushroom, if you've got words like the following, you might have mushroom. So minimal, neutral, balanced, classic, timeless, elegant, modest, put together, simple, effortless, sophisticated, understated, elevated, high quality, curated, and clean. Mountain, formal, professional, strong, powerful, smart, expensive, structured, tailored, mature, polished. Earth, relaxed, rough, natural, academic, bohemian, flowing, country, outdoors, grounded, eclectic, effortless, rugged. Stone, relaxed, urban, sporty, casual, slouched, athletic, industrial. Sun, bold, playful, quirky, experimental, bright, loud, fun, unexpected, avant-garde, unique, daring, unconventional, energetic, boundary pushing, cutting edge, nonconformist. Moon, dark, ethereal, mystical, of the night, strong, sharp, grunge, deep, daring, rebellious, celestial, mysterious, intense, gothic, edgy, moody, or haunting. Flower, delicate, youthful, feminine, intricate, vintage, rounded, flowing, Parisian, dreamy, whimsical, soft, pastel, dainty, charming, graceful, elegant. Fire, luxurious, glamorous, sensual, sexy, powerful, lush, smoky, romantic. So don't worry if your stream doesn't incorporate every single one of those things. Like for example, if you look at moon, if you have more of the celestial ethereal words, but none of the gothic dark words, you still probably have moon because it encapsulates so many different things, and the way that it comes out in your style is the most important, and the way it interacts with other things. So for example, if you've got like the ethereal celestial elements of moon, it's likely that you might have like floral delicate, so you might have like moon and flower together, for example. Those are all example words. You're probably going to have loads that I haven't even come up with. So let me know in the comments what your different style streams are and what roots you think you have as a result. So my style streams and roots today. So I would say my main stream today and my main root is flower. So delicate, youthful, feminine, pink, detailed, intricate, vintage, rounded, flowing, Parisian. I kept all the words from my initial style streams exercise. Mushroom, elegant, simple, modest, casual, neutrals, classic lines, preppy. I put preppy in there because I realized what actually draws me to preppy styles is not the kind of earthy, natural, rough elements of it, but the simple elements of it. So that's something to really, really think about. What is it that pulls you to that thing? Sun, I've got playful, unusual, different, unique, fun. And something that I say in my first couple of style roots videos that definitely applies here is, would you like to be the most of that person in the room? Like if you were dressed the most unusual in the room, would you feel kind of proud of that? Or would you feel really ashamed of that? Like, because it's not really who you are and you're a little bit embarrassed that you're pretending to be something you're not. So definitely think about that, because sometimes we have this vision of a person that like, oh, that person's really, really cool, but it's not necessarily who we are or who we feel most ourselves as. And that's fine. So like me, I love it when I have the most playful or creative or curious outfit in the room. It makes me feel really excited about that outfit and to show everyone. And that was how I eventually came to the conclusion that I have a sun style route over a fire style route, which is what I originally thought that I had. As you can see, I've made mistakes with my own style routes. It's a journey, it's progress, it's a thing that you're learning about yourself, so don't be too hard on yourself. It's a journey, it's a lifelong journey, finding who you are and therefore finding a style that accurately represents you. Thank you so much again to Zuvi for sponsoring this video, and if you've enjoyed this video, I really think you'll enjoy my playlist on style roots, which will teach you everything you need to know. Make sure to head to bodyandstyle.com if you want me to go through this process with you. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you next time.